Deputy Speaker, Ministers, Deputy Ministers, Honourable Members, good afternoon. As a means towards its strategic priorities for the period 2014 to 2019, the Fifth Parliament adopted the following strategic outcome-oriented goals. 1. To enhance Parliament's oversight and accountability over the work of the Executive. 2. To cooperate and collaborate with other spheres of government on matters of common interest. 3. To enhance public involvement in the processes of Parliament. 4. To enhance the ability of Parliament to exercise its legislative powers. And finally, to build a capable and productive parliamentary service that delivers enhanced support to members of Parliament. Let us start, Deputy Speaker, by saying that it is our view that the funding model of Parliament needs to be reviewed in light of Parliament being an equal and autonomous arm of the state. It is with this as a context and focus of our oversight. The committee noted several discrepancies in the manner in which the institution reported on performance information for 2016-17 Annual Performance Plan and 2016-17 Annual Report. The committee requested a full report explaining the discrepancies and that every effort should be made to ensure that future reports are aligned. Deputy Speaker, the committee noted that the cumulative irregular expenditure at the end of the period under review totaled 2.4 million rand. The committee insists that issues relating to supply chain management processes are strengthened so that there are no regressions in the audit outcomes for the 2017-18 financial year. Added to this, Deputy Speaker, the committee further noted that the total fruitless and wasteful expenditure at the end of 2016-17 amounted to 1.1 million rand, or 29% more than that reported at the end of the previous financial year. Deputy Speaker, the committee strongly advises that fruitless and wasteful expenditure incurred due to indiscretions relating to management of Parliament's finances not be condoned, and that instead the monies in question be recovered or written off where recovery is not possible. Deputy Speaker and members, in the event of any irregular and fruitless and wasteful expenditure being condoned, the committee insists that the executive authority provide the reasons as required by the Act. Other areas of concern that the committee noted include the need for the urgent creation of a Treasury Advice Office to advise the executive authority with regard to the implementation of the Act. 2, policies and legislation that prohibit members of Parliament from doing business with the state should be implemented. And 3, internal control processes should be strengthened to ensure that the matters of concern identified by the Auditor General, particularly those relating to supply chain management processes, must be addressed so as to prevent irregular expenditure. Deputy Speaker and honourable members, although Parliament is viewed as a going concern, the committee is of the view that measures should be explored to contain the net liability and deficit that poses future risks to the institution. Furthermore, the discussion that National Treasury relating to the possible transfer of post-retirement medical provisions for former members of Parliament and provisional legislatures should be concluded as a matter of urgency. The committee is of the view that Parliament should identify and fill all critical posts as a matter of urgency, and that all investigations and disciplinary proceedings underway be finalized expeditiously. The committee urges that this report be adopted by this House. Thank you.
Thank you, Honourable Member. Honourable members, I assume there are requests for declarations. Oh yes, let me ask you. I now put the question. Honorable members, please hold on. Ninga Jahi. Honorable Chief Whip.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Speaker. I move that the report be adopted.